Hello everybody, Lord Almighty here. Today is Thursday, July 7th, 2022, and I have returned here to what is quickly becoming one of my favorite stretches of creek here in northeastern Pennsylvania. I was debating whether or not to hit a different stretch of this creek, but you know the old saying, don't leave fish to find fish, and both times I've come here, it has been absolutely loaded with a bunch of different species. So I decided, why overthink it, and just go to where the bite has been hot. So I'm gonna toss around a tube jig, and I will see if I can make it 3 for 3 on the fish slaughter. There we go. Whoa! Well, how about this? It looks like my first fish of the day is a trout. All right, nice rainbow. Already made a lure change, as you can see. The fish were just kind of nipping at that tube, so I decided to tie on the white curly tail grub. Oh, he's free. And look at that. First fish, rainbow trout. Get out of the net. There you go. There we go, fish on. Ah, it was a rock bass, and there was a trout that followed him, and look at that. Okay. Well, if you watched my last video here, you know this creek is loaded with these. There we go. Just saw a school of rock bass down there. Thought I'd grab one. Maybe I'll grab another. There we go. Bluegill. He absolutely engulfed that little jig. There we go. Tiny rock bass. But his mouth was still big enough. This water is crystal clear. I am seeing a ton of fish too. I'm guessing why I'm not getting more bites is these fish probably see me. But man, it's fun just watching them swim around, you know? It is literally like fishing in an aquarium. There we go. Wow, look at that. Like 4 or 5 smallies followed this guy in. That is a beefy redbreast. So that's what, species number 4 on the day? Something like that. Oh, there we go. He hit it on the fall. There's a rock bass. Ah. Good to see they're still biting. They're a lot of fun. There we go. I just saw the jig disappear. And here's where it went. In the mouth of another rock bass. There we go. Alrighty. Looks like I could be in for another rock bass bonanza today. Which, hey, that's fun. I could catch these things all day. There he is. Picked it up right off of that rock. Okay. Wow, there's a fat one. He's got it in that tough corner of his mouth here. There he goes. Top of his fin is jacked up a little bit, but he's got a healthy appetite. There we go. Fifth cast in a row. I think the fish are stacked up in here. There we go. Another rock bass, and again, I saw some smallmouths following him in, which is really strange. I've actually seen quite a few smallmouths, and they seem so disinterested in my lures. But yet when I hook a fish, they just come right over to see what's going on. Very strange. There we go. There were two smallmouths and a rock bass looking at this thing. And guess which one got to it first? Unbelievable, these things. They are not very smart. There we go, fish on. There's our first smallie of the day. And he's not bad either. There we go. Nice, fat, healthy creek smallmouth. Gorgeous fish. And back she goes. There we go. Oh, look at that. It's another rainbow trout. You know, I was just thinking, this is the kind of place where I would expect to hook a trout. And I guess I was correct. Oh. Come on, buddy boy. Wow, he is not happy. All right. Okay. Oops. Might be a little tangled up in there. Let's get that jig out of there. Okay. All right, look at that. Summertime rainbow trout. And he's still full of energy. That's good to see. This water is not cold, but it is cool. I guess it's cool enough so that these guys can survive the summer. Well, there we go. Knew there had to be something over here in this shade. Safe bet it was one of these. And you know what? I see another trout out there too. I see 2 trout. 3 trout. Well, well, well. Now this spot might be waking up. There we go. I sight fished that one. He was sitting right out in front of me. I made a change to a little tube jig, and I put that about a foot away from his face. Oops, and he swam up and got it. All right, back he goes. There we go. It's another rock bass. He was hanging out in that shade over there. Oh, he's peeing on me. I would too if a giant grabbed me by the mouth. I'd probably pee myself too. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. Dinky smallmouth. That was a certified dink. There we go. This feels like a better fish. Oh, it is. It's a nice smallmouth. This is no dink. Although I thought he was bigger the way he's been fighting. Ain't that always the case with smallmouths? All right, I switched to the little tube and I'm finally starting to get some smallies. Look at that. Nice, fat, healthy fish. There we go. Ah, another dink. There he goes. Oh boy. I like seeing different year classes of fish. It means the population is healthy. Look at this. Look at what the smallmouths are eating. How's that? Matching the hatch. That's what I'm doing with that little tube jig. All right, buddy. Go find a rock or something to hide under. You can get in trouble staying out in the open like that. There we go. Oh wow, there's one with him. That's a nice smallie. All right. Man, that's another chunky smallmouth. All right. Well, watching my smallmouth get chased by another gave me an idea. I tied on this little tandem rig here with the tube jig on the bottom, and I got a little drop shot hook a few inches above with a tiny little crawfish imitation on it. And I'm hoping that if a smallmouth hits one of the baits, then another smallmouth will swing by and think that the other thing is something that he spit up and try to eat it. So let's see if it works. There's a smallmouth. Just gotta wait for one to try to follow him. Whoa! He's not having it. Oh, there is one following him. Let's see if he goes for the other bait. Nah, he's not. He's not. All right, let's bring this guy in. Don't want to stress him out too much. Oh, wow. That is a beautiful looking smallmouth. Hooked him right under the chin. Oh, look at that. Can you see down in his mouth? Look at that. Those are crayfish claws. They are eating crayfish. Wow. That's awesome. All right, buddy boy, you finish your meal. There we go, fish on. It's a bluegill. It's amazing. I saw like 3 or 4 smallies there, and the bluegill is what gets it. All right, well, I'll just throw back in there. Fish on. Wow, look at that. There were a couple of smallmouths kind of swarming him. Another bluegill. Looks like he's got some problems down below. Wow. There we go. Another bluegill. That's weird. I'm seeing smallmouths, but the bluegill are getting it. This is a big bluegill, though. Big bluegill. All right. Well, I guess I got to get the bluegill out of the way before I can get the smallies. Wouldn't be my first time mowing through bluegill to get to a different species. Wow, that's another bluegill. Or no, this is a pumpkin seed. Jeez. These sunfish are not letting me catch any smallmouths in here. Wow, okay. There we go. That's a sunfish. Damn these things. I mean, sunfish are fine on their own, but when they're in the same pool as nice sized smallmouths, you wanna cast these things aside for the most part. Again, nice sized bluegill. There we go. Rock bass. Dang. A hole full of smallmouths and I'm catching everything but smallmouths. I can't complain though. Fish are fish. As long as they fight, that's all I really care about. There we go, fish on. I twitched it once right in front of his face and he plowed it. Alrighty. Okay. I've seen a few more in here too. Let's see if we can get them. There we go. Smaller fish, but still a hard fighter. All right. What do we got here? Ah, it's a rock bass. Ah. Alrighty. Oh, there we go. Another rock bass. I'm seeing some decent sized fish swimming around out here. I think a couple of them are trout, maybe fall fish, I'm not sure, but they're decent size. Wouldn't mind tying into one of those guys, even if it is a fall fish. There we go. What is this? That's a smallmouth. There's two following it that are at least as big. All right, come on up, come on up. Yes. Oops. He flopped off onto the rocks. And he swam off like he's okay. There we go, fish on. That's another smallmouth. All right, come on up. Come on up and say hi. Whew. Come on, buddy boy. Okay. I think this is fish of the day so far. This is a gorgeous fish. All right. Nice, dark, chunky, hard-fighting river smallmouth. Nothing better. There we go. What is this? Oh my goodness. This is a brown trout, and I think it's a wild one, judging by the size. Oh, and the hook came right out. Look at that. Gorgeous wild brownie. Wasn't expecting to get one of these today. All right, buddy. I'll let you out of here. There you go. Try not to get eaten by a big smallmouth. There we go. That is another wild brown. Let's get this guy off the hook quick. Alrighty. Another beautiful little wild brown trout. Right out of this pretty looking hole right here. Oh, there we go. Tiny smallmouth. Ah, just inhaled a bug. There we go. That's a decent smallmouth. Okay. Oh, and off he comes. Wow, I'm constantly surprised by the size of the smallmouth that I'm getting out of this skinny water. Can't be more than knee deep out there. And there's another one. Oh, he's off. Wow. Okay then. They're not in the deep pools. They're in this skinny water. There we go. Come on, buddy. All right. Another nice smallie. Easy pal. All right, look at that. Another nice smallmouth. I've been saying that a lot today, which is great. Oh, wow. What is this? Oh, it's a bluegill. Wow, he fought like a champ. I thought I had another smallmouth on for a little bit there. Look at that. That is a chunky bluegill. All right, another hand-sized bluegill. Can't go wrong with that. Oh, wow. Well, they haven't all been nice smallmouths. There we go. What is this? Oh, it's a big rock bass. Ooh, another nice rock bass. Fish on, what do we got? Ah, another dink smallmouth. All right, guys, I've got a long walk back to the car, so I'm gonna call it an afternoon. Did really well today. I got some nice trout, some nice smallies. I got tons of sunfish and rock bass. I don't know anybody who would say that today wasn't a fantastic day of fishing. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next adventure.